Good day all, welcome back to Cruisin' Classics YouTube channel. Today we have for you a 1964 Ford Galaxy 500. And it is a lot of really cool car. Take a look at that. Awesome two-door hardtop. This car comes to us dressed in a maroon metallic paint. It's original color, but it is a respray, and a nice quality respray it is at that. Good looking paint, nice, deep and glossy, even, no drips, no fish eyes that you can really see. It's a nice paint job. Not quite concourse or show quality, but darn close to it. It's a good paint job on this one. Look at that attractive front grille. Nice bright work. Not pitted at all, still nice and shiny. Great looking chrome bumper. You can see there we've got the nice Galaxy emblem. As we slide around to the side of the car, you'll notice a lot more bright work. We've got the really cool bright fender fins. And this body molding starts off nice and bright with the Galaxy 500, and as we go down the side of the car, it gets thinner and thinner till, as it's about to pass the door, the silver goes away and it's just one chrome strip all the way to the back. Very cool design element. They sure don't do neat stuff like that on cars nowadays. You can see we've got some cool badging here. The 390 with the cross flags and the bird head, and you know, it is a 390 under the hood. You see we've got a nice chrome rocker cover here. We've got bright window treatment in very good condition. We've got vent windows, and those are crank vent windows, not just push it open vent windows. And you can see we've got window trim here for the hardtop. No B-pillar. Nice bright door handles. And the wheel and tire treatment I love on this car. You've got body colored steel factory wheels with some really nice looking Ford hubcaps on it. What a great look. Toyo Extensa tires, plenty of tread left, plenty of life left in them, in good condition. It's a whole lot of car. This is a long car. And as you look down at the body lines are laser straight. We were stunned by that when it came in, just how straight and smooth the sides of this car are. You can see here that bright work continues all the way down from the drip rail to this band that separates the rear portion. Just a lot of eye candy there. It is nice. Moving around to the rear, we've got the classic pie pan, big space age rear taillights. I do so love those. See a nice chrome bumper in the back, some Ford badging across the lip of the trunk, and a really nice Galaxy 500 badge to be had on the right side. It is a hidden gas cap car. It's down underneath that little door. And we do have dual exhausts. There's one, and there's two. We're going to go ahead and open the trunk while we're at the rear of the car. And we've got some interesting things in here to talk about. First, to the left, it's a car cover. And it's in its own carrying bag. Fits the car nice. There is a very nice quality vinyl mat throughout the trunk space. There is a bias ply spare with a factory style jack. Spare looks to be never used, in good condition. We have some receipts for work that was done in 2023, just this year on this vehicle. A lot was done actually by the person who's owned it most recently, and you'll find the details of that in the description. And one of the coolest things that I think comes with this car is this framed letter from the original owner, a gentleman down in Georgia who first bought this car, and he wrote a letter, I'm guessing for the person he sold it to. And he owned this car for a long time. As you can see, he had it from the beginning all the way up until February of 2018. Very, very cool. I think all of us who own classic cars would just love to have a letter from the first owner of our car talking to us from the past. I think that is stellar. Passenger side of the car is just as straight, smooth, and pretty as the driver's side. Nothing but good looking paint, bright trim, and a whole lot of it. Now that we're back up to the front of the car again, I will pause real briefly because this hood is a two-hander for me, and I'll be right back to show you what's hiding underneath. And we are back under the hood of the 64 Galaxy 500 to reveal a very clean and tidy engine bay. It's been painted, as you can see. Everything looks exceptionally nice under here. So let's talk about what's in front of us. First, the obvious. It's a 390 block. I believe it's likely original to the car. Reason being, the original owner drove this car for 15 years and then put it away in storage, got it back out and then sold it, and it's only been owned by a couple people since then. The engine, to me, most likely has never been out of the car and worked on. That's my guess. But we don't know for sure. It's tough with Fords. You'd have to get the engine out of the car to be able to pull the numbers on it. So for us, it's merely an educated guess. You can see the light green Thunderbird valve covers and the light green Ford air breather that goes along with. Hiding underneath of there, it's hard to get a good look at it, but it is a Ford carburetor that was rebuilt earlier this year. And you'll see when we start the car, one key turn and it just flips right over, drops to a low idle, and runs like a champ. It's really impressive for a car of this age. Other things of note under the hood, we've got manual brakes with a single reservoir. They are drums. They do a good job of stopping the car. And there is no power steering. You'll see it should be down underneath there, and it is not. But the unit up on top here grabbed our attention as soon as we opened this hood. It is a Ford air conditioner. And not only does it work, it's been updated to 134A. Now, I don't know how you could ask for much more. That is cool in a very literal sense of the word. It looks to us like the radiator's been recently replaced. I don't have a receipt for it, but it looks like a newer radiator to me, along with a lot of the parts that are underneath here. You can see, just looking at hoses, lines, belts, clips, connectors, everything under here is looking like it has been well sorted out, and the car runs in a fashion that would back that up. Again, I can't wait to start it for you. It sounds like $1 million and runs and drives really, really well. And that AC blows nice and cold inside. Backing up this 390 is a Borg-Warner T10 transmission, 4-speed manual, and you'll see as we get inside with a cool dogleg shifter with finger pulls on it. And that transmission was rebuilt around the same time the carb was done, earlier in 2023. So again, this car has been well sorted. It's turnkey. It is ready for you to hop in, go to the next car show, take the grandkids for ice cream, take the missus out on a night on the town, anything and more. The interior is spectacular. Really catches your eye no matter where you look, from the gorgeous seats to the nice trim, the dash, the shifter, everything. You can see when I opened the door, courtesy lights came on back on the C-pillars. Both of them are lit up there, and you can see it's a tight white headliner with dual visors up front. The rest of the interior is all done in black. Door panels are in good shape. Not great, but good. Now, the vinyl is great. It's this little bright strip, if you will, that's on it, that's starting to peel a little bit over time. That is the only real flaw to the interior of the car. The rest of the door panel looks really good. In good shape, no rips, no tears. Armrest is in good shape. And you can see we got the window crank up here for the vent window. See how easily that works. Focusing back onto the main interior of the car, we got a big Ford sill plate leading to these really nice bench seats. A mixture of cloth and vinyl. Little buttons to add a little flair to it. You can see they've got the little cross piece here done in vinyl. Just such nice touches. The silver piping around the outside to create a border. And look here, no wear really at all. These are in excellent condition. Carpet, it's old school hook and loop and in good condition. Like I said, seats are comfortable, no doubt about it. And I'll give you a little better look here at what's going on in the back. Back seat looks just as nice as the front and looks like it's never been sat in really. It's in great shape. Both the rear side panels are in good condition as well. The passenger side front has some of the same issue with that little bit of silver trim that the driver's has, but not to the same degree. And I think it's just a matter of use. And I would also think that those parts are available for replacement. Now back to the matter at hand. The thing that looks at you first when you open this door, besides that beautiful seat, is that air conditioning unit. Factory ordered, dealer installed, and it is icy cold. You can see the nice little red, white, and blue Ford logo on it. And beneath that, right in the center, is that dog leg shifter for the 4-speed. Little finger pulls on it, and it shifts like butter. As we look at the dash, there's no vinyl dash pad in this car. It is metal, for sure, and painted nice slick black. And it houses a really attractive gauge cluster. You've got a fuel on one side, temp on the other, both of which work. And lights for oil and for gen, and those do light up. I'll show you when we put the key in and turn it to the accessory position, the gen light will come on. And we're looking at 60,067 on the odometer. And although it is a mileage discrepancy title, we believe that to be actual mileage on this car. You can see how nice the buttons and pulls are. And those do work. Lights come on by the button. Wipers work just fine. I'll run those for you in just a second. And here we've got the heater controls. And the heat does work. The directional fader does work. And the fan blows nice and strong. Couldn't ask for more. This radio is an AM looking radio, but it's been re-gutted, so it is an AM FM radio and sounds really nice. Earlier this year, when the work was done to this car by its most recent owner, the speaker underneath this grate was replaced, and you can see it's a new one under there. Maybe you can see it. And it sounds good. Looking over here, we have a working clock. That's right, it's like a unicorn, a working clock in a 1964. That was actually fixed earlier this year too, when all the other work was done to the car. Brilliant Galaxy 500 badge here on the passenger side. We've got a original owner's manual for the car, and importantly, a jar of touch-up paint. Yes, indeed. Right here in the glove box and waiting for you. Now, without further ado, I will go ahead and fire this beauty up. I'm anxious for you to hear it. So, like I said, it's an easy starting car. We're going to turn the key. There's that generator light I was telling you about. The oil light I've not seen come on, nor do I want to see it come on, because it'll mean we've got an issue, but the gen light does pop on just as it should. Horn works just as it should. Wipers are right here. Wipers work just as they should too. And I'll give you a little focus on that horn real quick before I start the car. It's got a working horn ring. Well, depends on where you push it. And a nice little blue center cap with a Galaxy 500 on it. I'm going to give one push on the gas. I'm going to push in on the clutch and start the car. It was just that easy. And I can show you the temp gauge here. It was a nice cold start. I haven't had it running for a couple hours since I moved it in here. I showed you the wipers already. I'll turn on the heater. You can hear the fan come on. the radio. You get the idea. And the air conditioner. Working just like it should. It's actually feeling cold already. Just awesome. This car has power aplenty. It needs it. It's a big heavy car, but boy, it really has a lot going on here. 390 with that 4-speed. Yes, please. Now we're going to hop out. I want you folks to get a listen to what it sounds like both under the hood and in the back. Nice quiet running engine, just like a sewing machine up there. But in the rear, we've got a nice little exhaust burble. Sounds just wonderful. What a nice ride. Folks, if you've got any questions about this 1964 Galaxie 500, give us a call. Here at Cruisin Classics in Columbus, Ohio, our number is 614-276-7355. Happy to answer any questions you got about this cool Ford, or we can help you out with shipping, or we can help you out with financing. We know some companies that do a great job of getting people loans on these classic cars. Again, we're at Cruisin Classics, Columbus, Ohio, 614-276-7355. Give us a call today. This car will surely not last long. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow with something else cool.